Welcome to the Neon Shadow series. Episode 9. Breakout. Okay. We're out. We're flying. Don't ask me how. I don't know how. Foxy. You beautiful, stubborn pile of bolts. I could kiss your grimy control panel. I counted the clicks. You remember? The guard drone. 12 clicks, then it turns left. I waited in that gut cell for 4 rotations. 48 clicks. I let the cold sink into my bones until I stopped shivering, until I was just as still as the dead air around me. On the 5th rotation, at click 11, I moved. The energy field emitter. It wasn't metal. It was this pulsating biomechanical sphincter set into the wall. I took that 6-inch shard of chitin I pried off the floor. When the field hummed its lowest note, I jammed that shard right into the center of the wet part. It didn't spark. It screamed. A wet, gurgling shriek. The field flickers. Click 12. The guard drone turns left. I didn't sneak past it. I tackled it. It was like fighting a bag of frozen knives, all sharp edges and twitching limbs. I don't remember much of it, just the sound of its exoskeleton cracking and the smell of ammonia flooding the corridor. I think I ripped out its central nerve cluster. I hope it hurt. I ran. Bhagwan, I ran. The corridors of a hive ship are like a maze of veins. Everything looks the same. Everything is throbbing. I ran into a worker drone in a junction tube, a maintenance unit, fixing a ruptured plasma conduit. It stopped. It looked at me with those multifaceted eyes. It was confused. I wasn't in its programming. I didn't have a weapon. But I'm an engineer, right? I look at machines and I see how they break. This thing was running a standard repair algorithm. Input A leads to action B. There was an exposed control panel next to it. Bioluminescent interface. I don't read bug language, but I know what a critical flush command looks like on a hydraulic system. I smashed my fist into the panel, shorting across 3 different input nodes. The system panicked. It vented superheated coolant steam into the corridor. The worker drone didn't attack me. Its programming prioritized the hull breach. It turned its back on me to seal the leak I just caused. Efficiency. Their god is a moron. I slipped past it in the steam. I found an exterior airlock near the fighter bays. I was trapped, Foxy. The airlock was sealed from the outside. I was standing there, staring through the small viewport at the vacuum, watching the bugs swarm your hull out in the dark. They were getting ready to cut you open, to take the lumens. I thought it was over. I really did. I put my hand against the cold glass and I said goodbye to you. I said goodbye to Kale. And then my wrist comp beeped, the one Vance fixed. It wasn't dead. It was receiving a proximity signal, a docking signal. Vance, that paranoid, beautiful old drunk. He didn't just fix the sensors. He installed a recall protocol, a dead man switch. If my biosignals flatlined or left the ship for more than an hour without authorization, you were programmed to execute an autonomous retrieval. I saw you move out there. You lit up the main thrusters. You didn't ask for permission. You didn't wait for a flight path. You just rammed the hive ship. Crunch! I felt the impact rattle my teeth. You slammed your docking collar right over that exterior airlock, crushing 3 Xylosian drones in the process. You overrode the hive's sealing protocols with sheer brute force hacking. The door hissed open. And there you were. My ugly, beautiful, empty cockpit, smelling like old sweat and home. They're mad now, girl. We stole from the queen. We broke out of her belly and we spat in her eye. Every stinger in the sector is on our tail. We're leaking fuel. The hull integrity is at 60%. And I think I broke 3 ribs fighting that guard drone. But we have the lumens. They're safe in the hold. I checked the monitors. They're glowing so bright they're practically singing. And we're free. Chalo, let's show these bugs how fast a desperate human can fly.